Okay, untuk question 5. Question 5 tu pasal Euphorica. Berhad. This one is under property development. Okay, and then dia minta you discuss 3 ways. How a balance scorecard can be effectively used by Euphorica. Berhad ya. And then suggest 3 possible ways to measure the customer satisfaction. Yeah. So I just nak tengok you punya explanation lah first. Yeah. Group mana? Question 5 should be group 4. Group 4 kan? Yeah. Boleh tak present you punya jawapan? Saya nak tengok sikit. Sila Nur Saidatul.
Okey. Madam dengarkan suara saya?
Macam mana?
Madam dengarkan suara saya?
Dengar dah, dengar.
Okay. Okay, so for question 5A, 3 ways how a balanced scorecard can be effectively used by Euphorica Berhad to sustain its success is by, first, the balanced scorecard can help in providing a framework that helps the company to identify what should be done and measure it so that it will cover all 4 important aspects, which are the financial, customer, internal process, and group perspective. These 4 aspects are visualized in a strategic map, which helps manager to think about cause and effect relationships between different strategic objectives. Okay, the second point will be the balanced scorecard provides a clear prescription as to what the company should measure so that the company could plan strategies which help in measuring their financial performance. This approach will ensure the company in measuring what actually matters, and it will lead to a higher quality management information. Okay, number 3, the balanced scorecard enables the company to better align their organizational structure with the strategic objective. In order to execute the plan, organization will have to ensure that all business units and support functions are working towards the same goals.
Ya, Syahidah. You nak habiskan ke ataupun you nak terus dengar komen untuk yang tu?
Madam nak komen dulu ke? Madam nak komen dulu ke nak teruskan je? Habiskan lah.
Okey lah, tak apalah, you habiskan. Okey, you habiskan, nanti saya komen ya.
Okey. Okay. For B, 3 possible ways to measure customer satisfaction. First, Euphorica Berhad could measure its customer satisfaction by identifying the number of products returned by customers. Higher product return means the customer are not satisfied with the facility or service at the property given by Euphorica Berhad. For example, if the customer are not satisfied with the facility provided by Euphorica Berhad, such as lack of securities in the property, they may lodge a complaint to the company or find other property to live instead. Thus, the company should provide an initiative to improve its performance to sustain its customers' needs. Second, Euphorica Berhad could carry out market research information on customers' preference and customer satisfaction with specific product features. If the company is able to identify the customer preference, they might be able to attract the customer to purchase their product by providing an attractive design. Then, if the company could fulfill the customer satisfaction such as providing a variety of facilities and also and always carry out the maintenance, they might be able to retain the customer for a longer time. Number 3, Euphorica Berhad also could provide a survey from at their website or at their office to collect the customer's feedback. So the customer can complain and make suggestions for the management to improve their services. The company could also know their customers' preference from this survey. Thus, they could take action by providing the customer's needs and make an improvement for their deficiency. Therefore, customer might use the property for a long time and also sustain the customer's profitability for a longer time. Okay, dah.
Okay. Okay, untuk first question, okay, untuk A tu. So, adakah semua orang agree with this answer? Ada yang nak bagi pendapat? Kita discuss ya, bukannya bukannya one way ya, kita discuss ya. Jom lah kita sembang-sembang you all ni kan, walaupun alah buka je lah mic tu. Cepat, semua orang, adakah semua orang setuju dengan jawapan A ni? Rasa-rasa boleh deserve tak to get, okay, dia punya mark, allocation mark here is, okay, 9 ya, 9 marks, okay.
Setuju, madam.
Setuju. Okay, Afiq setuju terus. Setuju. Kata 3 ways, okay, how a balance scorecard can be effectively used by, okay, Euphorica, dia Berhad to sustain its success, okay. It's a good, okay, jawapan tak salah, okay, tapi it's a good if let's say, okay, you are looking, okay, for perspective. Bila you justify, okay, the first one, you need to justify in terms of financial perspective, okay, and then relate with the property development. Okay, jawapan ni jangan general sangat. Kalau jawapan you setakat ni, okay, jawapan tak salah tapi tak dapat markah gemuk je, dapat markah kurus je. Okay, sebab bila you nak justify, okay, make sure that, okay, you kena relate dengan case. Okay, kat sini dia cakap pasal, okay, this, okay, Euphorica Berhad, okay, EB ni. Okay, EB ni dia, okay, this, dia punya nature of the business is property development, okay, and then they are selling the kondominium, betul? It's a good kalau you boleh relate sikit dengan property development bila you nak justify ni, ya. Okay, if let's say lah here, okay, the first one tu might be, okay, you boleh, okay, second point dengan third point tu actually, okay, this one you are talking about the internal business process, betul? Betul ke tak betul? Betul kan? Boleh relate kan dengan internal business process, okay? So you highlight, okay, the first one, okay, you highlight in terms of, okay, financial perspective. So how this financial perspective can, okay, measure, okay, EB, okay, to sustain. Okay, so apa yang you nak kena buat, nak kena explain, okay, on the financial perspective, okay. So you kena explain, okay, on the perspective of, okay, financial perspective, okay, 1, okay. 2, okay, you boleh highlight, okay, the measure to measure the customer perspective, okay. So how well the company satisfied the customer, something macam tu, okay. And then you bagilah, okay, maybe you boleh relate dengan, okay, lead indicator dengan lag indicator, okay, bila nak provide the services, okay, when the customer purchase a condominium, okay. So you kena relate dengan case sikit, okay, at least lah sikit contoh, okay. Lepas tu the third one, okay, you bolehlah cakap pasal, okay, from the perspective of, okay, internal business process, okay, maybe you kena highlight, you nak identify apa, in terms of, okay, the efficiency, okay, ataupun the completions of the project, okay, the completions of the condominium unit, okay, as promised ke, okay, sebab dia dah purchase kan, this one, they are selling the, okay, the condominium, okay, in terms of, okay, dia punya, okay, how, okay, this company manage, okay, to finish ataupun to complete the project on time so that they can boleh deliver to the customer was satisfied, okay, with the contract ke, okay. So, okay, and then maybe you boleh juga touch a little bit, okay, in terms of internal business process tu, okay, what are the material that being used, okay, under property development kan, okay, might be they are, okay, they embed with the technology such as, okay, green building ke, kan, ataupun, okay, tadi tu kalau you kata, okay, nak design ke, okay, how to reduce, okay, how to minimize, the waste, and then the impact to the environment pun boleh juga internal business process tu during the process construction of the condominium. Okay, so you need to just come up with one example pun dah cukup. Okay, tapi maksudnya betul-betul reflect on the internal business process. Okay, so yang reflect kepada property development. Okay, you jawab in general pun, maksudnya kalau you jawab just in general, dia tak touch, dia punya case tu, maksudnya markah dia tak boleh lah you nak dapatkan 9 marks lah. Itu dia punya tu lah. Maksudnya saya just advise you, if let's say you want to answer the question, make sure that you tengok the nature of the business, and then if let's say you want to provide an example, make sure that you relate with the case, with the nature of the business, barulah dia betul-betul relevant. And then the other part might be you nak cakap pasal learnings and growth kan. Learnings and growth tu perspektif, macam mana nak increase the organizational capacity, ataupun capability, in order to provide, ataupun come up with a good design ke kan. Kita nak cakap pasal construction kan, dia come up with the condominium, how to more on the construction part lah, how to develop a condominium, what technology that being used, how to provide skill, ataupun good resources to the employee, ataupun to the manager ke, project management ke, and so on. Boleh je mana-mana sebab kat situ pasal learning and growth kan. Dia more on the skill, skill set, by the company. So mula-mula you boleh je jawab in general, and then you specify to the to the case, baru dia akan dapat complete lah full marks ya. Itu yang the first one. The second one, dia kata pasal customer, customer satisfaction. Kat sini you dah highlight dekat sini, identifying the number of product returned by customer. So adakah dia relate dengan condominium ataupun property development? Sebab yang ni kan, why not you kat sini ni bukannya identify the number of product return. Kat sini lebih spesifik apa sebenarnya? Kalau you beli rumah, apa yang you nak? Apa customer nak sebenarnya? Might be dekat sini the first to measure the customer satisfaction will be the complaint on the defect kan? Boleh. Defect instead of number of product return. Ada ke product return kalau kita beli rumah and then kita return? Dia maksudnya macam jawapannya too general, and then dia tak reflect kan? Dia tak reflect. So maksudnya macam tu lah. Bila you jawab soalan, make sure. Kalau you nak jawab in general, is it reflect ke tak reflect? Kalau macam kat sini ni, unless lah, this company memang dia jual produk. So yes, you can. You can answer that, the number of the product return kan. Tapi kalau dia beli kondominium, dia akan return ke? Dia dah ikat kontrak semua, takkan. Mesti pada komplain lah, defect kan, defect, selalunya customer akan complain on the defect, defect of the condominium lah, certain kan dia punya the completion ataupun so dekat situ you boleh come up with this number of complaint from the defect complaint from the customer. So apa yang you nak kena buat ni? So dekat sini, kalau dekat atas ni you kata identify the number of products, product return by customer. Lepas tu kat bawah you bagi example lack of security. So dia tak match, Kalau dekat you, kalau you nak sebut customer satisfaction, you nak touch on the lack of security can, untuk property. So dekat atas ni you kena tukarlah, the number of complaint received by the customer because of the lack, for example here, as a lack of security in the property, baru dia match. Kalau atas ni dia dah lain, lepas tu contohnya lain, dia jadi tak match kan, tak tally kan. Point atas dengan example. So be careful lah bila jawab macam ni. So jawapan example ni dah betul, atas ni you just betulkan balik je. Boleh? Kat sini you kata kat sini number of complaint lah, complaint, on the security issue. Ada yang tak setuju? Ada pandangan daripada yang lain? on security issues. Okay, number of complaint. Yang atas tu you highlight merahkan ke yang atas tu. Okay, number of product return tu you terus kat situ. Tukar terus to identify, okay, satisfaction by, okay, identifying the number of complaint received, okay, from the customer on the security issue. Okay. The number of complaint, okay, identifying the number of complaint, okay, received from customer. Okay. So yang higher product return means yang tu you kena buang lah. Itu terus pergi pada yang for example tadi tu and then sampai bawah tu that one can be accept. Okay. Yang lain tu is accepted lah. Baru dia tally lah. Okay, you punya, okay, you punya point, okay, with the example given. Yeah. So boleh ya semua orang, okay. So semua orang ada yang lagi tak setuju ke? Ada mana-mana ke another point? Cepat, ada nak bagi cadangan. Okay, untuk nombor 2. Okay, sebab saya dah highlight yang the first one. Okay, untuk second point tu apa yang you nak tambah, apa yang you nak betulkan. Nak tambah baik jawapan. Okay, bukan salah ya, jawapan betul. Okay, cuma tak kurang sikit ya. Could carry out market research information on customer preference, okay, and customer satisfaction with specific product features. Okay, specific. Jangan cakap produk lah kat sini kan. Specific design. Ke apa? Specific design of, okay, condominium, apartment. Saya guna konsep apa? Okay, untuk kondominium tu. Kondominium tu lebih kepada hipster konsep ke apa? Okay, apa millennium konsep ataupun apa? That match, okay, with millennium ke, with apa ke, okay, you boleh tambah kat situ. Cepat tambah yang lain. Ni apa ni nak bagi tahu? Specific design, okay, maksudnya modern concept, okay. Might be modern concept that can be accepted ataupun attract the millennial, okay, millennial generation ke, kan? Mungkin, okay. Kan orang-orang moden ni kan dia nak yang canggih-canggih punya apartment punya design kan, okay. Bukannya macam, okay. So you bolehlah specific design. Tambah kat situ apa you nak tambah kat situ. Which more, okay. Ataupun, okay, which, okay. Using a concept, apa modern concept ke apa ke. So you guys, Pak Keselnya tak bergerak-gerak. Cepatlah yang lain tu tolonglah. Yang lain tolong jawab apa. With specific modern design concept. With specific modern design concept. Good. Ayat tu jadi macam tak best kan. Customer satisfaction with specific modern, okay, design concept. Specific modern design concept. Okay. So, You boleh jugalah tambah kat situ kod, okay, kalau you punya target customer siapa, okay. Nak attract millennial, okay, millennial generation ke, yang lebih kepada konsep-konsep apa, okay, kan. Jadi tambah sikit lah, okay, if the company could, okay, fulfill the customer satisfaction such as providing a variety of facility and always carry out, okay, the maintenance, they may be able to retain the customer for a long time. Okay, so sekarang ni kalau you nak cakap pasal design saja. Maintenance tu might be boleh jadikan, okay, the third point. Kan?
Madam,
Ya.
kalau dalam point ni kita letak yang kan satu kondo kan dia ada provide semi-furnished punya kan?
Ya, boleh. Kan? Nak attract kan, okay, dia jual dengan semi-finish kan, okay. Ada macam, ada apartment tu kan, okay, dia come up with concept, okay, partly furnished ataupun, okay, it's not really fully lah, okay, partly furnished kan, okay. So dia ada memang ada konsep macam tu, dia jual sekali dengan furnishing kan, okay. Furniture and so on lah, okay. So boleh Afiq. Kat atas tu, okay, mungkinlah tambah lagi satu kan design konsep ke apa ke, okay. Yang okay, does the company can fulfill the customer satisfaction such as providing a variety facilities, okay. Yang itu might be sebab you nak cakap pasal maintenance pula, dia jadi tak match dengan the first one tadi tu, design, okay. Ataupun kau tak cakap, okay, specific modern concept ke, okay, tambah dengan Afiq punya idea tadi tu, okay. For example, okay, fully furnished ke, okay. So macam mana nak rephrase, okay, sentence untuk point number 2 tu. Okay, number 4 tu, number 3 tu provide survey from a website, okay, and their office, okay, so the company complaint may suggest, okay, improvement the company also could customer, okay, number 3 tu, that one should be okay, yeah. Make improvement for the, okay, defect, whatever the customer might use the property for a long time and can long sustain, okay. Point nombor 3 dengan nombor 1 tu lebih kurang jadi macam sama ya. Okay, identify the number of complaint received from the customer or security issue. Okay, tak apa, betul. Okay, so yang bawah sekali tu, okay, provide survey from the website, okay, or their office to collect the customer feedback, okay. So the customer can complain and make suggestion. Okay, so nombor 3 tu dah betul. So maksudnya this one is a, okay, complain on the, okay, defect kan, okay, any defect, okay, from the, okay, on the property kan, okay. So yang nombor 2 tu, okay, yang maintenance tu you kena buang lah kot, okay. Sekarang ni you nak letak apa, point apa, okay. Kalau you nak letak tu you just enter je, dijadikan point number 4. Maintenance, okay, apa yang you nak provide, okay, provide, okay, 3 years, okay, 3 years maintenance, okay, a good maintenance services so that the customer, okay, kan, okay, were more satisfied kan, okay. Selalunya mana-mana property dia akan ada 3 years maintenance kan, okay, dia akan provide 3 years maintenance, okay. Siapa yang tengah pegang cursor ni? Siapa yang tengah adjust ni? Saya Datul ke?
Dua orang madam ya,
Yang tengah adjust tu siapa? You just enter je dekat then if the company could fulfill the customer satisfaction tu, yang itu you enter. Kat situ enter. Sebab yang, okay, yang second point ni cakap pasal, okay, how to attract the customer, how to satisfy the customer, might be you are using the modern concept kan, modern concept, okay, with, okay, contohnya lah, okay, fully furnished ke, partly furnished ke, whatever, yang tu pun you boleh tambah lah, okay, in terms of modern concept kan, okay, you boleh tambah kat situ, okay. And then, okay, the third point tu, okay, the third point tu yang provide survey tu, yang itu dah betul. Okay, the fourth, okay, point, okay, maksudnya on the maintenance part tu, facilities, okay, carry out, okay, on the maintenance, maksudnya the company provide, okay, service maintenance, okay, to the customer for, okay, a certain period, okay, for example 3 years, okay, yang itu boleh jadikan the fourth point, okay. Okay. You tulis kat situ, Yuriba Berhad, EB. EB could provide, okay, maintenance service. You cut paste je. Okay. Ada lagi orang lain nak tambah ke, nak suggest ke anything that can relate with the customer satisfaction. So how to enhance the customer satisfaction when the customer purchase a home ataupun purchase a condominium. So you boleh fikir-fikirkan lah sebenarnya. So first kalau you dapat soalan, you tengok the nature of the business. So bila you nak jawab tu, at least lah you touch a little bit on dia punya business of nature, dia punya nature of the business lah. Instead of you just letak point, lepas tu dia tak reflect ataupun dia tak relate. Tak relate dengan dia punya nature of business, dia jadi macam tak ngam lah, tak match kan. So dia kena ada logic and make sense lah sebab you apply. Untuk 651 ni dia apply sebab tu tak ramai yang dapat A. Untuk paper ni. Macamnya susah sikit lah nak dapat A. Boleh dapat A. Because of dia punya justification. Sometimes student macam terlepas pandang macam tu lah. Macam tadi kan, you kata rasa macam produk. Boleh kot. In general, yes kan. Tapi bila tengok property, and then dia cakap pasal kondominium, so dah jadi lari. So macam tu lah. So lepas ni you akan tahulah macam mana nak analyse the question. Mungkin juga you boleh cakap kan dia beli kondominium tu kan sebab sekarang ni banyak konsep ke apartment kan, dia go for service apartment kan. They can ask the management to rent ataupun to transform dia maksudnya for renting purposes kan. Dia just pass to the management again kan, to manage and then to make the apartment become ataupun the condominium become service apartment kan. So dia akan renting kan untuk you. So you tak payah buat apa-apa, you dapat duit je. You jaga je kat belakang. Tak payah nak jaga, tak payah nak maintain apa-apa semua. You just pass to the management balik. Itu salah satu effort lah from the management kan. Sebab untuk investment lah. Those customer that purchase for the investment might be the management can provide a service apartment. So that all the renting maksudnya dia will cater, the management will cater the renting services and maintenance services. Bolehlah you buatlah ayat macam mana pun, tapi point dia kat situlah macam tu that one also can So maksudnya siapa-siapa yang nak invest tu dia tak pening-pening kepala kan nak cari dia nak maintain and then dia nak cari dia nak cari orang untuk maintenance untuk bersihkan tu and so on kan. So itu untuk question number 5. The other ways might be you can say that on time completion rate that one also can become another factors. Actually lots of factors semuanya boleh diterima. On time completion rate average time to deal with the customer kan, bila customer purchase kan. So that one also can be a point. On time completion rate ataupun percentage of the project completion as per schedule, yang itu pun dia akan attract lah the customer punya satisfaction. So bila customer satisfied kan dia akan purchase another project ataupun another home that being developed within this company ataupun this this company lah. Yang itu pun boleh juga boleh juga you letak kat situ On time completion rate tu pun jadi factors lah untuk customer punya satisfaction. Percentage of the project as per schedule. You nak support lagi satu maksudnya ada banyak sebenarnya factors how to improve ataupun how to enhance the customer satisfaction. You cakap pasal rumah kan completion of the project lah, yang tu pun boleh So tak apa, nanti you just betul-betulkan. Nanti saya minta tolong seorang untuk compile semua jawapan. And then just cut paste je letak dalam satu. You tulis kat situ lah jawapan daripada 8A untuk daripada semua grup. So at least orang lain semua boleh refer jawapan yang betul. Dah boleh Ada nak tanya untuk soalan nombor 5?
Tak ada.
Tak ada. So clear so proceed with question 6. Terima kasih Saidatul and the team. Okay, so question number 6, okay, classy services.
Okay, madam nak present question 6.
Okay.
So A, assess the suitability of the current KPI used in association with CSSB's critical success factors, such as with justification on the newly proposed KPIs for CSSB. So, for critical success factor number 1, waste reduction in production. The key performance indicator KPI, kilowatt power consumed per product. So, purpose for KPI, heat waste reduction rate. The reason, high waste reduction rate means that the company is being efficient in reducing waste. Number 2, for critical success factor, greater product or service innovation. KPI, number of new customer contract. The suitability is not suitable as we could not measure the successfulness of the innovation by looking at the new customer contract. Proposed KPI, number of complaints received from customer. Reason, the complaints show whether the customer is satisfied or not with the products. Last, the critical is greater employee skill and productivity. Current KPI, units produced per labor. Suitability, it is not suitable as they are offering accounting and business management system which is a services. Proposed KPI, average task completion rate. Reason, the higher completion rate time shows that the productivity of worker is high. So the next question, three types of benchmarking that can be used by CSSB. Okay, benchmarking is process the product, function, activities of an organization against the other business to identify areas for improvement and to implement continuous improvement. Tuan Razlan has instructed CSSB to benchmark various manufacturing warehouse against other companies to develop similar type of product. This can be done with competitive benchmarking. Competitive benchmarking compares the performance metric directly to competitors, which mean in the same industry. For example, examine CSSB performance metric against other firm in the same geographic area to be sure we are competitive against those in the market. We can gain an independent perspective about how well or bad CSSB perform compared to other companies and identify the company's strengths and weaknesses. This also can improve the organization performance gaps as well as implementing proven best practice. However, the company might be unable to gather adequate information for benchmarking. This leads to an improper or inadequate comparison of the company's performance with that of its competitors. Plus, if the companies make irrelevant comparison, it will result in a poor benchmark. Tuan Razman also can implement other type of benchmarking, which is strategic benchmarking. Strategic benchmarking examine how company compete in each deal for cooperation with long-term perspective. For example, by examining the best practice, evaluating the consistency of strategic orientation and how well they reach their strategic target, and to compare their company's performance with others. This benchmark can be established by comparison in performance with highly successful companies and work on the alignment of strategy and core competencies to improve the business performance. However, when performing strategic benchmarking, finding enough information about companies' different aspects can be challenging. Consequently, this can leave the completion of strategic benchmarking stuck. Also, a lack of knowledge might speak to problem with collaboration inside the company. So, um,
Dia nak minta
next,
tiga je kan?
process, uh, process benchmarking. Lastly, process benchmarking is performed to gain competitive advantage where organizations strive to improve internal process efficiency and effectiveness. For example, comparison of engineering practice, data collection procedures, office routines and performance indicator for each of the processes under study. By making this comparison to peers and industry leaders, CSSB can highlight the areas that have the greatest potential for near-term and long-term process improvement. This method also allows an organization to more clearly understand and articulate its current process. However, an organization cannot simply use the data it finds through the benchmark to completely design it. Plan for market domination or product development. It must make sure that the comparison are relevant and feasible to implement it to current internal process. Number 4, additional functional benchmarking involves a comparison to similar practice with similar functions outside the immediate industry. It might identify practices that are superior in the functional areas in whatever industry they may exist. For example, comparing the CCSB against the company that also manufacture office equipment or develop accounting and business management system. By implementing this benchmarking, it can provide industry trend information to the CSSB that can be useful for the company. Besides, this also can be quantitative comparison between the company and other companies with the same industry and may lead to be better improvement rate in many aspects of the organization. However, the company might need diverse corporate culture to compare with other companies. The company also must be able to visualize how to adapt the best practice.
Okay. Okay, thank you Afiq. Okay, the first one ya. Actually this one okay example daripada soalan final assessment ni final exam. Okay, so that's why dia punya education mark is 40. Okay. Okay, if let's say lah okay untuk A tu 20 marks. Okay. So you boleh tengok markah 20 marks tu rasa-rasanya sufficient tak you punya jawapan. Dia punya jawapan expectation should be more detail lah sebenarnya. Dia tengok pada allocation mark ya. Kalau allocation mark dia 9, okay, 5. Okay, 5 tu should be okay in one paragraph. Okay. Tapi kalau okay dekat sini okay 20 marks kan. Okay. If let's say 20 marks, okay, first you need to justify lah okay the current KPI. Okay. And then bila you nak propose, okay, you propose a new KPI, okay, and then the reason. Yeah. So yang saya nampak the first one okay, waste okay, reduction in production. Okay, they are using the kilowatt power consumed per product. Okay, so in this case okay, okay you kata it is not suitable. So why? Sebab dia nak reason kan. Okay, assess okay, the suitability of the current KPI. So bila dia cakap assess okay, and then okay use in association with CSSB critical success factors suggest with justification okay on the newly okay proposed okay KPI okay yang ni pun okay proposed KPI pun you kena justify okay on the suitability ni pun you kena okay at least you put the reason lah okay. So macam greater product or service innovation tu ada elaborate okay you put some elaboration there okay. Tapi yang atas ni kilowatt okay you kata it's not suitable okay because of what? You kena elaborate sikit lah kenapa tak sesuai. Okay, sebab sekarang ni dia punya nature of the product ataupun lebih kepada manufacturing lah. Kita boleh cakap manufacturing lah kan. Okay, sebab dia ada banyak kat sini ni. Okay, they're creating okay variety of accounting, develop a variety of accounting and business management system. Okay, as well as okay they manufacture okay small tools and equipment okay for office supply. Okay. You tengok dekat dia punya case tu kan. Okay, so kenapa you kata kat sini tak sesuai? Okay, tambah sikit lagi waste reduction okay in the production. Okay, why okay this one is not suitable? You nak terus cakap apa is not okay, it is not suitable ataupun okay ataupun apa? Ini maksudnya very firm very firm statement. It is not suitable. So kalau cakap not suitable kenapalah? Kenapa tak suitable? Ataupun you kena bagi another option lah. Okay, kalau you tak nak cakap okay KPI is supposedly to be, to be used, to measure energy consumption, okay. Okay. You boleh start, you boleh start ayat tu bukan terus it is not suitable tau, okay. You boleh corner sikit lah sebab jawapan-jawapan MAF ni dia bukannya very firm statement tau. You kena justify kan, okay. So the best, the best intro lah, okay, untuk you start, okay. The current KPI using, okay. The current KPI using kilowatt power consumed per product tu, dia kata only concern, okay, on the, okay, ataupun only concern, okay, in measuring the energy, okay, the energy consumption. So, lepas tu tambahlah. So, so sepatutnya, okay, what? Sebab dia nak measure per product kan, sebab production kan. Okay, so you bolehlah cakap, okay, the first one. Okay, siapa yang tengah type ni? Okay, the current KPI. Okay, Nurul, okay. The current KPI using kilowatt power, okay, consume per product. You boleh buat short form dulu pun tak apa, okay. You just dapatkan dia punya keyword je dulu, okay. Okay. The current KPI using kilowatt power consumed per product produced, okay. Per product produced, okay, per product produced. Only concern, okay, on only concern, okay, on the, ataupun only concern on measuring the energy consumption only. On, yang tu semua tu buang, okay, on measuring energy consumption. Yang bawah tu je, terus delete je, tengah-tengah tu delete. Tengah-tengah delete, okay, okay, on, okay, measuring the energy consumption, the energy, okay, bawah tu delete sikit, okay, consumption. Energy consumption tu kan dah ada bawah tu, okay, measuring, okay, on the energy, okay, measuring, okay, on the energy. Okay, on measuring the energy consumption. So dia ignore apa? Dalam case tu dia ada cerita pasal, okay. Okay, how about the obsolete stock or inventories, okay, which involve, okay. So yang itu you kena highlight lah, okay. So maksudnya you can say like ignore the other areas of corporate activities, okay, within the company that contribute to the wastage, okay, such as, okay, a number of obsolete stock or inventories, okay. Kenapa? Cepatlah sambung. Cepatlah sambung type tu. It ignore other activities. Yeah? Other activities within the company. Obsolete stock that contribute to the waste, okay. wastage ataupun waste lah. Okay? Activities within the company that contribute to waste. Okay? Ataupun wastage kan contribute. Atas tu, the company, okay, within the company that contribute. The company that contribute to wastage. Okay, such as the number of obsolete stock or inventories, okay. Nurul Syafika, okay, Nurul Syafika, you boleh follow tak? Contribute to wastage, okay. Such as the number of obsolete stock. Or inventories. Sebab yang tu dia ada highlight dalam case. So you kena highlight jugalah ni. Okay. Because of this company involved with providing product or services that are technologically related to the that easily obsolete lah. They are related to the technologically related, technologically related, that are easily obsolete, product services, because the company related to the technology, because the company is involved with product or services. Yang tu dah betul, biar je, tambah je. Because this company. Dekat atas Nurul Syafika. Dekat atas tu tambah je, the company. Okay, sebelum related tu. Okay, the company. Okay. Is involved with product or services. Okay, barulah that are related to the technologically, technologically related lagi, technologically related, Okay, you rephrase lah balik, because this company is involved with product or services that are, technologically related, that are technologically related, that are easily obsolete. Tak apalah, you rephrase lah apa-apa ayat tu, maksudnya macam tu lah, So what will be the proposed KPI? Proposed KPI dia apa? Kelas, yang lain tolong. New KPI should be what? Waste reduction rate juga ke? Kalau sebab sekarang ni kan kalau you kata propose KPI, you dah letak dalam table macam ni dah dah, tapi propose KPI you kena spesifik lah. Sekarang ni kita tahu nak reduce the waste, reduction in production, the other waste, instead of concentrating on the kilowatt power, so current kat sini ni you letak apa? Sebab dia cakap pasal production, how to reduce, dia cakap pasal inventory, pasal stock. Siapa yang you boleh propose kat sini? Kelas, material, material consume, in production. Siapa yang type tu boleh communicate dengan saya. Kalau you lost kat mana you nak type. You on kan je mic, kat mana yang you lost? Kan? Sekarang ni cursor bawa dekat propose KPI. Okay, the new part is material consumed per production. Okay, ataupun yang bertelah je kat situ, the input or output analysis of material consumed, okay, in production. Okay, the input or output, tambah the input or output, okay, analysis, okay, of material consumed, okay, in production. Sebab kita cakap pasal stock kan, sebab nak reduce waste. Okay, the other ways, okay, instead of they just focusing on kilowatt, okay, they also can, okay, measure, okay, ataupun they can use another KPI, okay, material consumed lah in production. Okay, so that, okay, this one will reflect, okay, on the number of stock, okay, ataupun obsolete stock, okay. Ataupun or number of obsolete stock, okay, boleh jugalah, okay. So bila you buat analysis material consumed, okay, it will allow you to, okay, to identify lah, okay, which area, okay, that created, okay, more waste, okay, allow the company to save, okay, in the future lah, okay, because, okay, they are, kat sini macam mana dia material consumed dia akan reflect kepada, okay, reduce the obsolete stock kan, okay. Sebab dia buat analisis input and output, okay. Cepat yang lain tu tolong Nurul Syafiqah ni. Okay, the proposed KPI. Okay, kalau tak apa macam ni lah. Saya bagi tahu je jawapannya kan, and then you just, okay, jot down kat mana-mana, nanti just update lah. Okay. Sebab macam ni, okay, sebab you ada ramai kan, dalam satu group tu ada 2-3 orang kan, ada 6 orang in fact kan, okay, 5 atau 6 orang kan, okay. So you just jot down lah, sebab nanti macam wasting time kan, sebab nak tunggu you key in, lepas tu, okay, you pun lost, okay, sebab dalam ramai-ramai tu mesti ada kan, okay. So tolong catat je lah, okay. So untuk propose KPI ni, okay, kalau kita nak relate with the material consumed, okay, we are doing the analysis of input and output, okay, so that, okay, we are using the material kan, okay, material consumed, okay, per production. So the reason here, okay, this will allow the company to better identify lah which area of the business, okay, created more waste, okay, selain daripada kilowatt, okay. So at least dia boleh reduce lah the number of obsolete stock, Okay, and then the second one, okay, kita tengok greater product, okay, or services, okay, number of customer, okay, number of customer, okay, dia measuring using the number of customer, okay. So sekarang ni kita nak measure the greater product or service innovation. So we are talking about the innovation, okay, and then currently they are using the number of new customer. So you justify kat situ it is not suitable, okay, we could not measure the successfulness of the innovation, okay, by looking at the new customer contract, okay. So dia punya new KPI is not the number of complaint received from customer lah kan, innovation kan, we cakap pasal innovation. So kalau innovation apa KPI you? Apa you nak kat sini? So bukannya pasal customer lah kat sini kalau you cakap pasal product or service innovation. Number of customer complaint boleh jadi innovation ke? Boleh ke tak? Macam mana kita nak letak satu measurement, okay? Company kita berjaya come up with the innovative product. apa indikator ataupun apa yang kita boleh measure? Kan greater product or service innovation. Apa dia?
Feedback from customer.
Feedback. Sebelum feedback.
Increase sales.
Increase sales. Okay, increase sales. Okay, increase sales. Sebelum increase sale, maybe you boleh highlight lah the number of product innovative product lah. Innovative product or services. Okay, the number. Okay, number of new product and services. Okay, innovative product or services. Okay. Number of, okay, new innovative. Dekat situ baru kita kata, okay, the company, sebab kan, if let's say lah, okay, you just dapat komplain ataupun you kata tadi tu apa? Apa jawapan you tadi tu? Sales, increase sales. Okay, increase sales. Macam ni nak reflect dekat innovative product tu. So, by right, the first indicator tu, okay, the number of, okay, sebab you nak measure you punya internal dulu kan, baru external. Yeah. So, in terms of internal, this one, okay, is more suitable, more relevant kalau you kata the number of new innovative product or services. Okay. Number of new innovative product or services. Okay. And then, okay, the number of award, okay, ataupun the number of innovation award, okay, won, okay, by the company. That one also a good indicator of, okay, the success, okay, of the company in producing, okay, innovative product. Betul? Boleh tambah lagi tu. You just letak point je lah, okay. Number of award, okay, award received. Yeah. So itu dia punya, okay, ini dia punya KPI. So dekat reason tu you boleh just explain in relation with the, okay, new innovative, okay, what happened if let's say the new, okay, the number, the increase, okay, increasing number on the new, okay, product innovation and services. So what happened, okay? So dia akan indicate apa, yeah? So dia boleh capture new market, okay, and then dia boleh remain competitive. So nanti you just elaborate lah, okay, which reflect, okay, yang under reason tu you delete semua tu, it should reflect pasal number of innovative product dengan number of, okay, award received. Okay, yang itu dia akan reflect kepada greater product or service innovation. Yeah. Sebab kita cakap pasal KPI. Kan? KPI. Okay, how to measure the performance of the organisation. Yeah. Okay, and then the fourth one, okay, kita cakap pasal greater employees, okay, productivity and skill. Okay, so the measure using, okay, the current measure of unit, okay, unit produced per labor working hours kan, yeah. Often accounting and business management system which is, okay, a service, yeah. The current measure of unit produced, okay, per labor working hours, okay, is just measuring the quantity of the output, yeah. Labor kan, okay. You kena cakap lah kenapa tak sesuai dulu. The current measure of unit produced per labor working hours is just measuring the quantity of output, okay. Omitting the elements of skill and effort, okay, needed, okay, by the employee to produce, okay, different types of product or system. Sekarang ni you nak measure employee punya skill. So employee punya skill, is it, okay, unit produced per labor hours. Maksudnya go by quantity. So yang tu you just cakap lah, okay, sebab di measure, okay, by quantity, so that one will be, okay, not really suitable lah. Yeah. So the new KPI there, okay, you need to improve, okay, might be you can just put actual staff hours, okay, as percentage of, okay, standard hours for actual production, yeah. Sebab nak measure kepada staff efficiency in producing the product, yeah. Actual staff hours. Actual staff hours as a percentage, okay, of, okay, standard hours, okay, for actual production. That one is more, okay, more reliable, more relevant. So nanti you betulkan ya. Okay. So untuk the next one, okay, untuk the next one kita cakap pasal benchmarking. So dia just minta any three, okay, and then the allocation mark there is 20 marks, okay. So okay, each question, okay, maksudnya you kena, okay, you kena justify in detail lah. Maksudnya each factors yang akan contribute to 8 ataupun 7 marks, okay. Dia minta apa, okay. So identify each type, okay, a brief explanation, okay, plus with the, okay, okay, and then you propose, okay, that benchmark is suitable for this company, okay, plus with the limitation. Sebab dia nak minta limitation sekali kan. Okay, so dia kata apa kat sini? Okay, soalan discuss the usefulness of the benchmarking proposed by Tuan Razlan and suggest any three types of benchmarking that can be used by CSSB. Okay, includes in your answer the usefulness of the benchmarking types and the limitation for each. So, okay, so tengok the first one, okay, you are proposing a competitive benchmarking, okay. We can gain an independent perspective about how well or bad has been performed compared to the other competitor and identify the company's strength and weaknesses so can improve the manager performance. Okay, however, the company might be unable to gather adequate information for benchmarking. Okay, this lead to an improper or inadequate comparison of the company. Okay lah. So the first one tu boleh lah. Okay, second, okay, strategic benchmarking. Okay, strategic benchmarking. Okay, strategic benchmarking apa? Strategic benchmarking examine how companies compete and is corporate long term. Okay, evaluating. Okay, this benchmark can be established by comparing performance with highly successful companies. Okay. However, when performing, okay, this I need enough information about the companies. Dia punya limitation, the main drawback here is difficult to identify the suitable benchmarking partner. Sometimes the company is unable to gather adequate information. So, you cakap kat sini, okay, adequate information. Okay, bolehlah tu strategic benchmarking. Okay, and then the third one. Okay, the third one, okay, process benchmarking. Comparison of engineering practices. Engineering practices apa dia kat sini? Manufacturing. Manufacturing apa? Process benchmarking. Okay, process benchmarking. So, proses benchmarking lebih kepada certain proses, okay, dalam dia punya production, dalam dia punya manufacturing. Okay, to completely design its plan, okay, for market, okay, dominations or product development, it must make sure that the comparison made are relevant and feasible. Okay, kalau boleh janganlah bagi statement-statement yang sangat-sangat general. Kalau cakap pasal proses benchmarking ni, dia lebih kepada internal kan. Internal dia akan reflect sikit lah. Kalau you nak bagi, okay, suggestion ataupun statement, it should reflect with the manufacturing, okay, ataupun dia punya nature of the business, okay. Kalau rasa susah, you cakap pasal functional. Okay, functional tu is better. Maksudnya kalau you tak ada idea kan, maksudnya nak reflect betul-betul dia punya nature of the business. Okay, proses tu might be, sebab yang ni still macam general lah. You punya jawapan ni general. Okay, kalau functional tu might be area. Okay, for example comparing against the company that also manufacture. Okay, so functional lebih kepada okay, functional ataupun proses. you kena relate sikit kot functional dengan proses ni lebih kepada internal kan. Functional tu boleh outside, okay, tetapi okay, by implementing this benchmarking, you can provide industry trend, okay, information, okay, that are useful to the company. Besides this company, also quantitative comparison between the company and the company with the same industry and may lead to the better improvement. Semua general statement je. Yeah. It's a good if let's say you manage to, okay, to suggest, okay, which relate to the nature of the business lah sikit, okay. Pencakap pasal you nak compare apa, okay. Dia punya internal process, okay. Types of the manufacturing process apa yang you rasa lebih efficient, okay. If let's say you manage to come up with the example, is much better lah, okay. Instead of, okay, you just macam bagi very general statement kan, dia macam tak reflect, do not really reflect, ya. Sebab kita sekarang ni application, more on application, okay? Sebab kat sini dia punya suggestion pun dia just come up with point form. So saya pun tak boleh nak tu sangat ya. Okay. So it's a good lah. Maksudnya saya punya personal advice, okay, untuk application punya soalan-soalan untuk application, okay. You need to reflect lah sikit lebih kurang lah. Okay. At least sikit. Kalau cakap functional, okay, proses tu, okay, proses, okay, functional, this one kena reflect sikit pasal manufacturing kan. Dia ada services and, okay, manufacturing, okay. So, okay, well, you just highlight lah, okay, in terms of apa yang you nak benchmarkkan dia punya internal process tu. Okay, in general, ya, still boleh lagi in general, tapi maksudnya nature yang relate dengan manufacturing company, okay. Dia lebih sikit lah, dia bagi sikit je lah, sikit, ya. Maksudnya boleh ambil indikator kan a good manufacturing, okay, practice apa, okay, at least kalau internal part tu, okay. Satu ayat je cukup untuk justify, ya. Yang mana boleh general tu is okay, tapi kalau yang mana yang rasa kena reflect sikit tu memang you kena reflect sikit lah, okay, untuk dia punya nature, ya. Okay, so dah yang tu nanti you betulkan lah, ya. You betulkan sikit-sikit je, adjust sikit je lah yang ni, okay, untuk yang okay, 3 types of, okay, benchmarking tu you just adjust a little bit lah, okay, to really reflect, okay, with the nature ataupun with the case given, ya, okay, nature of the industry, okay. Okay, and then soalan nombor, okay, terima kasih Syafiqah. Okay, another question boleh tak sikit ya, 15 minit sempat tak? Sempat kan? Okay, question 7.
Ada nampak tak skrin?
Belum. Belum Afika?
Nampak.
Okay, on the way. Okay dah.
Dah.
Okay.
Okay.
Dia hilang balik, okay ya.
Okay, so for question 7, this is about euphoria berhad. First question is identify 5 steps that needs to be undertaken by the management to implement benchmarking. Okay, so first step is identify the function or activities to be benchmarked and performance measured. The function and activities to be benchmarked will be those that are vital to the achievement of the business objective. Second is select the benchmarking, which involves that the organization selected are among the best in particular areas that they are not always in the same industry. Okay. Next is data collection and analysis. The objective of this phase is to identify the performance gap, which is the extent to which a business needs to improve the reach best practice. Next, establish performance goals, which involve planning new process and practices to achieve performance goals and narrow the performance gap. Lastly is to implement the plan. Implementation of improved practice require ongoing measurement of performance to assess the extent of the performance gap and taking corrective action to improve the performance where necessary.
Okay, so this one dia just minta identify 5, so you just need to identify, that's it lah. Dia tak perlu evaluate, dia tak perlu justify, okay. So that one straightforward lah, just allocation marks pun 5 only. So that one, okay, maksudnya you already answer the question. Okay, B. Okay, B diminta, okay, financial performance measure, okay.
Second is
Hmm.
okay, propose to the management of the company as to how their performance management system can be improved. Firstly is to identify long-term and short-term goals, along with the action plan around how they will be achieved. Goals can be weighted to identify priorities, discuss specific details related to how progress against goal will be evaluated. This company management needs to discuss and identify its goals and priorities, and they can start to design their action plans to achieve the goals, which according to the priority set. They also need to set an evaluation at a certain level to ensure that all plans are driven towards the ultimate goal. Next is invest in technologies that will connect the organizational culture, behavior, and the performance reviews, and also the long-term targets with the management system. This will assist in creating short-term tasks leading to long-term value and sustain completion of that fiscal year's desired outcomes that eventually will enrich the value of shareholders. Lastly is to encourage performance monitoring, feedback, and coaching, as this improvement is an ongoing and continuous process. Feedback that is delivered is the most relevant, enhanced learning, and provides the opportunity to make any adjustments needed to meet the objective of the company. The attitude towards ongoing feedback is also crucial. If there is organizational support for building constructive feedback into the fabric of day-to-day interactions, then the environment will encourage development and drive goal-directed performance. Okay, last question is explain 3 possible reasons that may lead to unsuccessful implementation of balanced scorecard. Firstly, is lack of efficient data collection and reporting. Companies that deliberately plan to define the vital few metrics and commit to resources to automate data collection and subsequent reporting tend to achieve good results. Unfortunately, in most organizations, collecting metric data consumes too much time and energy. Therefore, they will not be captured, so relevant data could not be collected. Next is no process improvement methodology. If the organization does not have standard methodologies and toolkits for addressing process problems, the amount of effort required to derive a problem-solving approach for each new performance gap could eventually damage the performance improvement program. Therefore, it will be seen as taking too many resources away from the daily operations. When this happens, there can be no adaptation and performance will continue to deteriorate. Lastly is poorly defined metrics. A good metric system should have clear and relevant indicators that can be easily understood. They should also be collected at the right frequency and should be consistent across the firm. However, a system that has sloppy and inconsistently defined metrics will be vulnerable to criticism by people who want to avoid accountability for results. Itu je, Madam.
Okay. Okay, untuk 3 tu maksudnya tak ada apa sangatlah nak komen sebab dia punya soalan pun maksudnya dia tak suruh pun evaluate okay, ataupun reflect okay to current case maksudnya kan, okay, maksudnya possible reason, okay, if this one will be okay very general lah, so that's why you punya jawapan pun general, that one is okay. Tetapi yang untuk part okay tu propose okay to the management, okay, yang kita ada comment sikit ya. Okay, propose okay to the management okay of the company as okay to how the performance management can be improved. So they are comparing with the existing performance measurement that being used okay by this company. Okay, so you can okay the current performance measurement they are using the what? Rasa-rasanya tu kenapa dia letak semua figure-figure tu untuk apa? Saja suka-suka nak panjangkan kes ke apa? Soalan-soalan dalam kes. Kes dia ada cerita pasal ROI, EVA semua tu. Actually what is the reason of having that? Okay. And then disuruh propose okay to the management of the company on how the performance management system of the company can be improved. Okay. So maybe okay in one a few sentence lah you kena sikit lah highlight sikit kan. The financial performance measure used in typical in conventional implementation system was criticized for being too focused on a single perspective of performance, okay, and encouraging action that decrease, okay, both shareholder and customer value. Itu statement ke apa tu? Itu statement daripada soalan. Okay, propose to the management of the company as to how their performance management can be improved. Okay, maybe you just cakap sikit lah kan. Sebab dia focus, okay, on the, okay, financial performance measure. Okay, so the things that can be improved apa? So you kena cakap apa? You boleh justify, okay, the effectiveness of, okay, PMS, the characteristic of effective, okay, PMS.
The characteristic.
Yang tu dah betul dah tu. Okay, selain daripada yang you jawab tu, okay, the characteristic, okay, maksudnya daripada the characteristic of effective PMS tu, dia boleh reflect pada dia punya current PMS yang dipakai. So that you boleh lah sikit, okay, guna pakai balik dia punya, okay, if let's say lah you want to emphasize, okay, the positive kan, okay, sebab the characteristic of effective PMS, okay, contohnya lean strategy with the goals, you adalah dah tu point tu semua, okay, the first one tu, okay, that one is okay. Okay, and then, okay, you ada include benchmarking, okay, and then, okay, emphasize, okay, the positive, okay, bila you cakap emphasize on the positive part tu, might be you boleh, okay, you boleh criticize sikit lah on dia punya current performance tu, dia punya ROI, dia punya EVA tu kan, okay. And then,
So
okay,
compare.
be timely. Apa dia?
Macam komen apa yang negatif dekat yang dalam ayat sentence
Yes,
paragraph
sebab dia
tu.
kata nak improve kan. Sebab dia kata dia minta you comment, justify, okay, how they can improve. So you cakap lah, emphasize, okay, the positive return, okay. Might be lah karakteristik kan. You just ambil je effectiveness of the, okay, the effectiveness, okay, of PMS, okay, performance measurement system. Dia ada dia punya karakteristik dia kan, okay, how to become effective, okay, in measuring the performance kan, okay. So yang you buat ni dah betul dah, okay, selain daripada jawapan you ni, okay, you juga boleh tambah, okay, yang tadi tu lah saya kata tadi tu, okay. Okay, might be you boleh, okay, tambah in terms of, okay, include benchmarking, okay, ataupun propose balance scorecard. That one will be the other alternative to improve dia punya current performance measurement system. Okay, include benchmarking, you explain lah sikit, okay. Ataupun, okay, use another alternative of, okay, performance measurement, okay, such as, okay, balance scorecard, okay, and benchmarking. Lepas tu you explain lah sikit benchmarking tu apa dia punya, macam mana dia boleh give a benefit, okay, to this company, and then balance scorecard tu pun you explain a few words lah, okay, on how this can improve, okay, you punya current performance measurements of the system. You tulis dalam guru tu, justify sikit je, explain sikit je, benchmarking dia punya, yalah, okay, benefit, you cakap benefitnya, okay. So nanti you just justify tambah sikit ya. Okay, selain daripada jawapannya tu pun dah boleh dah, ya. Yeah? So you bagi 3 lah, okay. The first tadi tu, okay, the other alternative will be, okay, balance scorecard, okay, include balance scorecard and benchmarking. So you explain, lepas tu, okay, the other one, okay, effective of PMS, okay, consists of identify long-term and short-term goals, okay, invest in the technology, encourage the performance monitoring feedback, okay, emphasize, okay, on the positive return of the company. So you just tambah macam tu je lah. Yang tu dah betul dah, tambah sikit je lagi. Maksudnya if let's say ada orang jawab macam tu, so jawapan dia betul lah. Just nak bagi tahu another options, okay, ataupun another alternative of answer, okay. Boleh ya?
Boleh.
Okay, so you tambah-tambah je lah, maksudnya another option, another alternative. So itu je lah kan, dah habis dah waktu, okay, 10.25. So kita dah ada, okay, semua jawapan lah untuk question 1 sampai question 7. Nanti seorang tolong compile, okay. Okay, you just pass dekat kawan you bila you dah adjust semua tu, okay, and then you just upload dekat GCR, okay. Nanti kalau jawapan you ada mana yang saya nak tambah, saya tambah lah, okay, nanti you just upload ya. You, maksudnya compile je, okay. You ambil je soalan yang ada tu, okay, dalam